Hello, this is Geummun. How have you been these days? Sometimes having a moment to look up at the sky, enjoy the peace of a warm cup of tea, or simply take in the scent of the changing seasons can feel truly precious. Just as the seasons shift, a quiet flow and subtle changes also find their way into our lives. In those moments when we seek to understand ourselves more deeply, Saju can serve as a warm and reflective mirror. Today, let's continue gently polishing that mirror by diving once again into the teachings of the Saju Seok-Young. In this session, we'll explore the Ziji Ukilm, Ukilm, Sulto, and Hesu. Your support through likes and subscriptions means a lot to us. Ninth is Shinum. Shinum represents the tail end of autumn, a time when, even amidst the lingering late summer warmth, the energy of Yum begins to deepen. It is yang metal and symbolizes the monkey. The associated seasonal divisions are Ipchu, beginning of autumn, and Chio Seo, end of heat. Its corresponding direction is west-southwest, and it is linked with the numbers 9 and 7. White is its symbolic color, and it carries the cool, balanced energy of 3 Yum and 3 Yang. Holding the energy of harvest, Shinum embodies nature's wisdom in storing the life force of heaven and earth and preparing for the approaching winter. The metal of this period is like an unrefined gemstone, pure and loyal by nature, placing great value on integrity above all else. At the same time, it often carries a quiet and solitary destiny, leading to a results-oriented mindset and a solemn demeanor. Because it represents the act of simply gathering nature's harvest, there is a tendency to favor unearned gains and an inclination toward easy money. Yet, just as nature prepares for the winter, it also embodies thoroughness and foresight in all things, which makes it highly skilled in managing wealth. However, this also brings a tendency to sever ties easily or betray those who are of no benefit. There can be a reckless and impulsive streak acting without much planning or foresight, and a weak sense of closure when it comes to finishing things or drawing clear boundaries. They tend to be stubborn and cling to irrational principles. Their mindset can be inconsistent and impulsive, often charging ahead without hesitation. At the same time, they are easily moved and quick to sympathize with others. However, they also have a tendency to betray, are prone to inner turmoil, and may possess a vague or indecisive personality. While they are strongly opinionated, they often lack flexibility. The monkey, which symbolizes Shinum, is known for its gluttony. It dislikes sharing food and has a habit of eating quickly. In terms of health, care should be taken with body parts associated with the metal element, such as the large intestine, lungs, blood vessels, and skin. Professionally, people influenced by Shinum often find strong connections to fields like metalwork, manufacturing, maintenance, aviation, railroads, the military, and trade. Additionally, those with a strong Shinum energy often possess firm determination and an exceptional instinct for unearned income or investment opportunities. 10th is Ukilm. Ukilm is Yum of metal, symbolized by the rooster, and represents the peak of the 9th lunar month, a time when fruits are fully ripened. It corresponds to the solar terms Bake No White Dew and Chubun, autumn equinox. The associated numbers are 4 and 8, and its representative color is white. Energetically, it is a time of 4 Yum and 2 Yang. If Ukilm is like an uncut gemstone, then Ukilm is like a finely crafted jewel, refined, polished, and possessing elegant dignity. Ukilm has a personality that is neat, logical, and self-centered, yet its emotional fabric is equally delicate and sensitive. Those with this energy often serve as spiritual mentors or seekers, dedicating themselves to sacrifice and service for the sake of others. However, much like a rooster scratching at the ground for food, they can unintentionally stir up negativity through their words. As a result, their way of speaking may come across as cold or blunt, but beneath that exterior lies deep thought, sharp intuition, and a finely tuned emotional sensitivity. They often have a deep connection with Buddhism and possess a heightened sensitivity to realms beyond the physical world, which can lead them to take on roles as spiritual seekers or mentors. However, they should be cautious, as their words may sometimes cause hurt, and their emotional ups and downs can lead to misunderstandings or public criticism. In Korea, chickens are often used as sacred offerings in ceremonies such as weddings and ancestral rites. Because of this symbolic association, people with Ukilm energy are said to have heightened intuition and a strong sixth sense, with dreams that often prove to be meaningful or accurate. As Ukilm corresponds to the time when grains fully ripen, it represents stability, maturity, the latter stage of life, completion, and fruition. These individuals are good at letting go and accepting what cannot be changed. Representing a sharpened blade, Ukilm also carries an energy of intensity or latent hostility. Like refined gemstones, they are pure yet self-centered. Their thinking is strong and structured, and their personality is both meticulous and emotionally sensitive. They are outwardly gentle but inwardly strong, logical, and tend to speak in a cold or blunt manner. They may appear rational and composed, but also possess stubbornness, strong attachments, and clear likes and dislikes. They often have a strong desire to show off, experience complex emotional fluctuations, and although their emotional outbursts can be intense, they tend to struggle with emotional regulation. Changeability, shifting emotions, gossip, and a tendency toward loneliness or self-imposed isolation are common. However, they frequently stand out from the crowd, showing qualities of exceptional uniqueness like a crane among chickens. In terms of health, attention should be given to areas related to the skin, blood purification, reproductive organs, and the nervous system. Professionally, individuals with Ukilm energy often show aptitude for careers in medicine, acupuncture, precious metals, spices, or spiritual services, such as prayer or ritual practices. Their heightened sensitivity and intuition also allow them to excel in artistic fields or professions that involve healing and helping others. 11th is Sulto. Sulto is Yang Earth, but unlike the vibrant energy of early seasons, it carries the bleak and chilly atmosphere of late autumn. It represents closure, completion, and contemplation. The animal symbolizing Sulto is the dog, and its associated solar terms are Han-ro, cold dew, and Sang-gang, frost descent, which fall in the 10th lunar month. Its direction is west-northwest, and it corresponds to the number 5 and 5. Its representative color is yellow, and it holds the energy pattern of 5 Yin and 1 Yang. This is the time of early winter, gloomy, barren, and characterized by stillness and rest. Sulto is excellent at preserving and organizing, yet also tends to show stubbornness and attachment. These qualities often manifest as a symbolic connection to graves, solitude, introspection, emotional restraint, unwavering loyalty, and a life devoted to a single path. Sulto, symbolized by the dog, is loyal, sincere, and possesses a strong sense of endurance, quietly accepting changes in its surroundings. Those with this energy often have a deep capacity for reflection and spirituality, making them naturally drawn to religion and philosophical thinking. However, they can be somewhat slow, stubborn, and emotionally sensitive, sometimes acting in unexpected ways that may lead to misunderstandings. Despite this, their core nature is rooted in kindness, bringing warmth to those around them and showing unwavering strength in the face of hardship. In terms of health, attention should be paid to the stomach, lungs, thighs, and rectal area. Career-wise, they often thrive in fields that require quiet dedication and consistency, such as the arts, crafts, military or police service, the culinary industry, and education. Lastly, we have Hesu. Hesu represents the end of the year, the 11th lunar month, and is classified as yang water. It is symbolized by the pig, with the associated solar terms being Ipdong, beginning of winter, and Social, minor snow. Its direction is north-northwest, and it is associated with the numbers 1 and 9. Its representative color is black, and it carries the energy of 6 Yum, meaning it is entirely composed of Yum energy. Hesu holds the energy of wrapping up the past and preparing for a new beginning. Those whose day branch is Hesu often find themselves busy and engaged in many different tasks. With the qualities of water, Hesu embodies flexibility, tolerance, and contemplative wisdom. However, it also carries complex inner emotions and a temperament that is highly changeable. Individuals with Hesu as their ilju often enjoy good fortune with food and show adaptability in their relationships. Yet, when their emotions are stirred, they may sometimes express themselves in sudden, explosive ways. The period of Hesu is considered one of Cheon Raji Mong, heaven's net and earth's snare, meaning even small mistakes can lead to significant consequences. As such, a meticulous and cautious attitude is always necessary. During this time, people may be more prone to blaming others or even resenting their ancestors. As the place of birth for Gapmok, Hesu is lively and effectively nourishes wood. It symbolizes the nutrient-rich waters, essential for life and regeneration, representing both the end and the beginning, a seamless transition between cycles. It is associated with good fortune and blessings, and when Hesu appears in major or yearly cycles, it is often considered an auspicious sign for prosperity. This is also a time to organize one's desires and prepare for a new leap forward, making it an important period for self-reflection and letting go. While emotional ups and downs are common, those who learn to manage these feelings can shine as warm, accepting, and deeply compassionate individuals. Compared to Im-su of the Cheon-gan, Hesu is often associated with restlessness and dissatisfaction, like a hungry pig crying out. It may express itself through loud complaints or strong reactions. In terms of health, care should be taken with areas related to the water element, such as the reproductive system, blood pressure, bladder, and thighs. Professionally, Hesu is closely linked to industries involving fishing, childbirth, and hygiene, water treatment, alcohol production, and bathing or spa-related services. We've now explored Shinum, Ukilm, Sulto, and Hesu. Thank you for being with us today. I hope this moment of pause and reflection has gently woven itself into your day like a quiet breath. Your likes, subscriptions, and kind comments are a great source of strength as we continue on this journey. Wishing peace and calm in everyone's day, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. If you're interested in a talisman infused with a monk's 100-day prayer and an in-depth 4 Pillars of Destiny reading prepared by Geummunsa, check the description below.